Okay, Sleutherinos, it is time for Rise from the Ashes. The final Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney case of the first Phoenix Wright game, of course. There's still 5 more games after this one. But like this particular game, this is the final case. The extra case from the DS. Phoenix, I don't know. Again, I'm a little unclear on what Phoenix's deal is, but it seems like he's in a bit of a slump after the end of Turnabout Goodbyes, and I guess Maya leaving. Now we have teamed up with a new junior crime solver, Emma Skye, whose sister, the chief prosecutor, Lana Skye, is accused of murder. Now, to make this case super confusing, the elder Ms. Skye, Lana, has admitted herself to the murder, but Emma is convinced that she is still innocent, so here we are trying to figure this case out. We've done a bit of snooping around here at the crime scene, where Lana supposedly stabbed a guy. We don't actually know who yet. I'm guessing it's probably this Goodman dude whose ID card we found, which we can now check out because this is now the DS version. Oh, so fancy. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Goodman will come up after all. There's a cowboy detective here, which I mean quite literally, a cowboy cop. And now there's this lunch lady, Angel Starr, who I believe the implication was that she was the witness to the crime. So we're gonna have to chat her up a little bit. But before we get to that, just a little preamble here. I thought I'd share my musings now that I've had a week to stew on this final case. My impressions, because I was pretty positive last time. Like, they got me with the new characters. And it's an intriguing plot and everything, and the DSC looking at items gimmick is cool. So, like, I'm on board. I will say, now that I thought about it, that so far, the lack of any returning characters does feel a little jarring. You may recall last episode where, just when Mr. Marshall was being introduced, I thought, the off-screen voice was gonna be Gumshoe, but it wasn't. And it just feels odd after such an established cast that there hasn't been anyone returning yet. And that might well be because this is an extra case. An added later case that they can't have anybody show up or something. But it just, again, not a deal breaker, but now that I think about it, it does feel a little odd that we have like this completely new cast of characters. It's only Phoenix as our only touchstone to the previous cases. Turnabout Samurai was pretty detached from previous cases, but that was already when Maya was like established as Phoenix's Phoenix's like assistant, and Gumshoe popped up, and Edgeworth was the prosecutor in that one, so there was still a little bit of that. I guess there's still a chance that somebody shows up in this case that's a familiar face. But for now, it does be like, this does feel like a, I don't know how to describe it, an Elseworlds tale, that there's nobody here, nobody familiar at all. I don't know. But like I said, the actual character writing seems spot on even in this one. Like, I'm not gonna say no to a crazy cowboy police detective. That's really funny. So I'm still good with this, certainly. I will see this to the end. Let's not worry. Alright, that's all I wanted to share here at the top of the episode. Let's jump into chatting up Ms. Starr. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Well, that's just pattern memorization. I don't think that's anything particularly fancy, but sure. Destiny was yesterday's special for some reason. You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors! They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? A young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Oh god. It's because of whatever she puts in her food? Ugh. Ew. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. Yes, I am extremely confused here. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. And that kind of makes me feel a little suspicious about her. Because the chief prosecutor is the one currently being suspected of murder, so... That's awfully convenient for a person who hates prosecutors, that one's about to get busted. The top one, even. But, let's see. Let's keep playing it up here. Let's see what Angel Starr has to say. So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Alana Skye wield that knife so... Ah! Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second! You know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. Ooh! Another lunchbox, delicious. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Well, I don't know, it's a pretty public position, I guess, so that doesn't sound that crazy to me. This is all very suspicious, very, very suspicious. Let's talk about Ms. Starr herself. Could we ask a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. Ah, clever. I like that. That's a good job from the localization team. Kind of like getting around the incredibly obvious Japanese food that she is peddling. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. Ooh, look at that fancy fillet. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Trilobite? Oh wow. How does she bring 100-million-year-old fossil food? That's crazy. That's the most impressive thing here, is her busting out food made out of trilobites. Wow. Never mind. You win. For the record, I would try cooked trilobite. You know, gotta have it like once in your life, for surely. Especially because, you know, you probably just, I don't know what kind of circumstances would ever allow you to eat a trilobite, seeing as they're all fossilized. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Oh, come on, Phoenix, don't be such a negative Nancy. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches and, since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. Oh yeah, she's got it prioritizing. Yeah, I see. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis? Not. Really? That seems incredibly useful. Having an in on the security footage certainly would be useful for someone planning a crime. Honestly, there's so many hints being dropped here, I'm starting to second guess myself. To wonder if Miss Starr is in fact a red herring to mess with us. I don't know. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some, hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like the 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up, Queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Very mysterious. Can we show some of our doohickeys to her? Oops, I pressed the check button rather than present. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme Lunchbox? Those don't look like pickles, but sure, they're rather yellow. Maybe if you soaked pickles in some kind of yellowy broth, they'd turn yellow, maybe? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Let's see, what about this ID? About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Oh, I bet, Gumshoe would be into that. Like, ooh, honeyed ham, don't mind if I do, yum. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Okay, good talk, Ms. Starr, so we couldn't keep examining anything else here. No, we were able to slide to the right earlier, but then Detective Marshall stopped us, so... I guess we got a Amscray now. Marshall did tell us to go up to the prosecutor's office? Yes. Looks like that's the best bet on where to go next. Yeah, so there is a lot of stuff being pinned on Ms. Starr there that I think are supposed to be like flags to make you go, Seems like she might be interested in bringing down a chief prosecutor, theoretically speaking. For one, if she's the only witness to the crime, to the quote-unquote crime that Lana Skye committed, she's completely fair to lie, since Lana is also, saying that she did it, assuming that's a lie, and, Angel Starr is the only witness. She's also fair beans to lie about it, so, She has a boyfriend who's in the security room, so she could theoretically have access to security footage, maybe, if we want to get really conspiracy crazy here. Maybe herself or, her boyfriend Patsy. She's got motive, hating prosecutors for some reason, and she's just kind of creepy, although that may have just been my choice of voice acting that's now coloring my impression of her. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, there's so much piling up now that I'm a little unsure if I'm not just being played here. and it's something completely different going on, you know? Can't help myself but try to be that whole narrative detective on top of the regular detective. So let's carry on. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Appears to be Edgeworth's jacket hung up on the wall. Alright then. And a steel samurai statue in the background too. Someone's a fan. Also, what is that big K thing on the K trophy there on the... Oh, King of Prosecutors. This must be the King Prosecutor's room. Weird. We're going to have a look around this room carefully once we get done with the little preamble here. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look! There's a trophy or something there. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, God. You know what I was just saying earlier about the lack of returning characters? Oh, boy. Got my fingers crossed for this one, who this might be, because that would be such a good gag. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! Let's go! Woo! Awesome! That's so funny. Oh my god, that's easily the best gag. That freaking Emma's like, he has to be a stuck-up jerk. And then freaking Edgeworth is right behind her. Freaking brilliant. I love it. And it feels so good. Look at this. A familiar face like I was talking about earlier. Even though it's Edgeworth. But, you know, he's a good guy now, Edgeworth? I don't know. We'll see. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Hisashiburi ne. Edgeworth. Actually, I don't know. You know, they change all the names. I don't remember what Edgeworth's Japanese name is, but, you know. Give me some slack here, guys, okay? Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! Huh? You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! Oh. Wow, that's pretty cool. My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister is the chief prosecutor, after all. So yeah, like, I asked this before. I wish we can ask Edgeworth. Like, is Lana Skye Edgeworth's boss? In that case, then? Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you. I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No! Did I? Oh, no! It was just, Mr. Wright here, he, Hey, don't blame me! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. Oh no, Emma, stop it. That would be my car. What of it? Ooh, that's a weird face we haven't seen from Edgeworth before. But, okay, another good guy. Freaking Emma. Oh no, Emma is just, you know, shoving her foot down her throat so hard. I feel so bad for her. What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She can certainly scream. Okay, well, just give me a second to snoop around your room, Edgeworth. Hey, don't touch that. That's my jacket. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. What? Edgeworth's not going to explain what that thing is? Okay. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? Yeah, I'm like freaking like, I love the guy, and I'm starting to be like, okay, tone it down a little, would ya? I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Ooh, we got it as a trophy? Cool. The trophy, we got it as a trophy. We got it as evidence. Cool. Don't know how it's gonna come up, though. So, that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be King of the Prosecutors. Congratulations! King of Prosecutors! Please, stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of this shield broken off? Oh, I thought it was an intentional design, but okay, yeah, looks like it is a bit jagged there on the top. Curious. By the way, I just realized, so is Edgeworth a giant Steel Samurai fan, after all? That's incredible. I love this man so much. Almost as much as Emma does. My. What an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai! Wow, I want one! Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? Oh no, Wendy Oldbag! Oh my god, I completely forgot. What the... I don't think so. It's probably a very one-sided relationship. Okay, so that's not because Edgeworth is a giant Steel Samurai fan. It's a souvenir from Ms. Oldbag, who was also quite smitten with Edgeworth. Okay, so let's look at the windows then, I guess. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. Wow, it's so bright outside that Emma had to put her glasses on to handle the shine. I guess you would feel, important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... carry the 1 and... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that comes up in this case somehow. Like, you know, someone got dropped to their death, actually, and set up as being stabbed, and then we're like, well, actually, we can prove that they fell from the 3rd floor, fell from the 12th floor, because it took 3.23 seconds. Ooh, cute! What a pretty tea set! I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. I don't know if that's what's going on here with Emma, but sure. A work desk. Yeah, it's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. What? Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? I don't know what that was. Why did Gumshoe pop up there? Was there a reference to that at some point? Gumshoe's desk earlier in the game? I can't remember. Too bad.
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't. He'll sue you. Also, he's right there in the room, apparently. Edgeworth is really taking it well, us just, like, scouring his room for everything. Oh, pardon me. Got surprised by a sneeze there. Yikes.
Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kinda reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing.
I don't know, it sounds awfully suspicious given that, you know, you're not supposed to have just a pawn on the table. You've already lost at that point if you don't have a king on the table.
Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder.
Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights.
He must have someone get them for him.
Okay, that makes sense. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Oh, that's why Gumshoe popped up about the desk, because the implication is that Gumshoe, like Edgeworth makes Gumshoe shine his desk up real good, I guess is the implication there. Okay, I get it.
He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool!
You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Okay, I guess that's Edgeworth's office done. By the way, fun little detail. I love that the regular, like the office music from Phoenix's office plays in Edgeworth's as well. That's very cute. Now, don't think I forgot about this feature. I was just checking if we get any more items here. Let's give this trophy a spin, why don't we? Since we have the option. Nothing to find here at the cracked shield. That's too bad. Well, I guess there's nothing to find. Unless you spin it this way. I knew it. I could see the little... You could kind of see like there's something there. Gotta think laterally, not just longitudinal. I don't know. The point is, you can't just do this spinning move. You gotta spin it all around.
Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. Huh. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow. One guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. That's a fun detail. I really like that. Of course, he was the star prosecutor, like even better than Edgeworth, although, you know... Okay, better is a subjective term. A more successful one than even Edgeworth, I suppose, so... I guess it would make sense. Of course, Von Karma's name, he would get this, like, award if there was an award for prosecutors going around, since he was so goddamn successful in his job, so, yeah. Fun little detail.